Okay, so today we will start exercise 2.2 based on the same concept. So this exercise is also based on the compound interest, okay, that we have already discussed. I told you about how to find the compound interest. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time. So we have to find the compound interest. So for compound interest, this is the condition that we have to calculate the conversion period. Conversion period. Okay, like suppose if it is given 3 years compounded annually. Okay, so it means that the interest is, we are getting the interest, okay, after every year, because this is compounded annually. If it is written semi-annually, it means that the conversion period is for 6 months. Okay, so if it is given 3 years, so it means that the time T we are taking here as 6, okay, because here the conversion period is semi-annually. If it is semi-annually, or we can say half yearly, so in that case the conversion period will be 6, because after every 6 months the compound interest will be added. So the formula for calculating the compound interest, first we calculate the amount, that is P1 plus R by 100 and T or N, we can denote this time by T or N. Okay, so this is the main formula to calculate the amount, and if we get the amount, so we can find the compound interest. Compound interest equals to amount minus principal. Okay, and directly if we have to find the compound interest, so directly we can use this formula. Compound interest equals to P, we can take common here. Okay, 1 plus R by 100 and minus 1, like this. Okay, so we have taken P common here, 1 plus R by 100 or minus 1 here, this is T also, whatever the time is there. So this is the direct formula to calculate the compound interest. Achha, one more thing is here, R, that is the rate of interest. So if it is semi-annually, so we will take the same rate. Okay, if it is suppose half yearly, so what we will do? I am saying that if it is annually, then we will take the same rate. If it is semi-annually or half yearly, then we will divide it by 2, because the rate of interest will be half for first conversion period of the time. And similarly, if the rate of interest is given, this is for half yearly or semi-annually, we can say. If it is quarterly and the rate is given quarterly, then divided by 4 or 3. Quarterly means 4 months. Okay, so in a year there will be 3 conversion period, so we will divide this by 3. So like this. So this is the formula that we have already discussed. Okay, so some more points here related to this compound interest. Suppose some points to be remembered here. Suppose if the rate of interest is not constant, okay, it is different for the successive years. Suppose this is R1 for first year, R1% and R2% for second year, like this, R3% for third year. So now the rate of interest is changing, it's not constant. So in that case, how we will calculate the amount? Amount equals to P1 plus R by 100, that was the formula. Okay, but R1 we are taking here R1, this is for the first year, so we will not put the time, and for the next year 1 plus R2 by 100. Okay, and then for the next year 1 plus R3 by 100. So like this we have to calculate when the rate of
There was a more formula like if we take R1 as A and R2 as B, then it was at A plus B plus AB upon
R1 A and R2, then
A plus B and plus AB upon 100.
A plus B
No,
plus
AB upon 100.
AB upon 100. Sure.
Something like this.
Okay, I will see this. First, just focus here. If the rate of interest is different for every year, so then by using this formula, P will be same for that. Okay, and rate is changing. So for first year R1 by 100, and this is all in the multiplication form, right? So this is the formula when the rate of interest is different. One more thing is there. Suppose like I'm taking an example in which suppose the time is given 2.5 years, 2.5 years, and the compounded annually. It's not compounded semi-annually. We have to calculate the compound interest, okay, for any principal or any rate. We are not talking about the rate, and we are not talking about the principal. We are just talking about the compound interest. If the time is given like this is 2.5 years, fine, and the compound interest is calculating annually. Okay, two cases are there. If it is semi-annually, so we will calculate that 6 month conversion period. So there will be 5 conversion periods. So time we will take 5. But here in this case, this is 2.5 years, right? And the conversion period is for 1 year because this is compound annually. So for that, how we will calculate the total compound interest? So we will calculate the compound interest for first 2 years because these are completed years. Okay? So by the same formula, like amount we are taking amount equals to P 1 plus R by 100 and the time is here 2. Okay, and what about this half year, that is the 6 month? So the compound interest will not add for that year, but what we will calculate on that year, we will calculate the simple interest. Okay, and finally add that into the compound interest after 2 years. So whatever the compound interest we are calculating by this formula after 2 years, in that we have to add the simple interest for half years. That will be the total interest. Okay, whenever there is a conversion period is completed and after that there is some period is there that is not completed. So at that period we will calculate simple interest. Right? These are all about this concept. Now let's see the exercise 2.2. It's very simple exercise. Only some questions are different. Okay. So just like we have done in 2.1, like this we will solve here. So let's start with this question number 1. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 5,000. So principal is given here 5,000 and time period is for 2 years. Okay, and the rate of interest 6% per annum. So this is the important thing here. Per annum. Okay, so we have to calculate this compound interest. So first we can solve like this: P 1 plus R by 100 T. Okay, this is the formula. So rate will be same. That is 6% because this is per annum given. So the amount will be 5,000. 1 plus rate is 6% by 100 and the time period is for 2 years. Okay, so let's see, this is 5,000 and we will take the LCM. So 100 and this will be 106. So 106 by 100, it will come 2 times because the power is 2. Fine. So these 2 0 will cancel out and this one more 0 will cancel out. 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, and now we can solve this and we will get the answer. So like 2 5s are 10 and 2 3s are 6. So 106 and 53. So we have to multiply this. Okay, it needs some calculation like this. Okay, so it will come 5618. So this is the amount we are getting, 5618. Okay, so now we will calculate the compound interest. So compound interest will be amount minus initial principal. So 5618 minus 5000. So it will be 618. So like this. So this is the answer. So like this we can solve all the questions. So only thing we have to focus here, that is what is the rate given. It is per annum or compounded semi-annually or quarterly. According to that we have to change the values, and according to that we have to take the conversion periods. Okay, it will become more clear. We will do some more questions. Let's see question number 2. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 8,000 for 4 years at 10% per annum. Interested recount yearly. Okay, the same question is there. Here it is given interest recount yearly. It means this is per annum, right? So it's very simple. A principal is given, time is given, rate is given. Only you have to use the formula and solve this. Okay, so now see question number 3. If the interest is compounded half yearly, right? This is a good question. Calculate the amount when the principal is rupees 7,400, the rate of interest is 5% and the duration is 1 year. So what we will do here? Here the compound is given half yearly. So let's see first. Question number 3. Principal is given 7,400 rupees. And the rate of interest is 5%, and the time is 1 year. Compounded half yearly, right? Okay, so this is given compounded half yearly. It's not per annum. So in this case, what will be the rate? Yes, so rate will be 5/2. Okay, because it is given compounded half yearly. So in 1 year there are 2 conversion periods. So whatever the conversion periods are there, we just divide the interest by that value. Fine. Okay, so this is 1 year. So we are calculating the compound interest compounded half yearly. So in 1 year there are 2 conversion periods. So we can write the conversion periods. The total time, that is 2. Okay, now we will calculate. Amount is equals to, we know that P1 plus R by 100 and T or N, whatever. So the principal is 7400. 1 plus R is 5/2 into 100, it is there, and T, that is the conversion period. So there are this is conversion. Don't think this compound principal. Okay, this is the conversion period. I'm writing here conversion period. So that is the year that on which we have to calculate the compound interest. So this is 2 now. This is, we are calculating amount here. So just only this is we have to calculate. There is nothing, only this is the only concept, and now all things depend on the calculations. So it's up to you how you are calculating. 5 to the 10, so it will be 40. This will be 40, like 1 plus 1 by 40, right? Now we can solve this by taking the LCM. 7400, it will be 41 by 40, then 41 by 40. Okay, so this 20 will cancel out, and now we will solve this. This we can, it will 2 to the 4, 2 3 is 6, 1 is left, 2 7 is 40. So now this 2 and 4 is there. So directly first we can multiply this all and directly we can divide it by 8. The answer will come in decimal. So let's see, this is 41 by 41. 144 4 is 16. This is 1681 and 37 is left here. So it will come 7, 1, 2 and 6. Okay, so this is coming 62197 divided by 8 is there. So we can divide this value by 8. So we'll get it. 8 7s are 56. I'm taking this. Again 8 7s are 56. Then it will 9. Again 7. 56, so 3 is left, now 7. Now we will take 8 for the 32. Then 5 will be left, so we are taking point this 8 6. Okay, so we are taking only up to 1 decimal is fine. No problem. So the amount is coming 7774.6. So we are finding the compound interest, so it will be amount minus principal, the initial value of the principal, this one. So this is 7774.6 minus 7400. We can find this value. So it will be 6, it will be 4, 7. Huh? What? Acha, here in this question. Okay, so if it is only amount, so we just find this, and compound interest if it is asked, so we can find the compound interest as well. So it will come 6 and 4 minus 0 4, 7 minus 0 is 7. So 7 minus 4 is 3. So this is the compound interest after 1 year. Okay, so like this we have to